Hey guys, welcome to another one of these book recommendations. Today I've got a quite a special one for you. I only read it last week, I think, and I was really impressed with this book. To be fair, it's not on the list yet, but I'm going to recommend it. So if it's any later than I'd say 2021, it'll definitely be available at the library for you. This book was written by Elif Shafak and it's called 10 Minutes 38 Seconds in This Strange World. Elif Shafak is a Turkish-British writer and she likes to write about um, struggles that immigrants from, for instance, Turkey face when they're in Europe. But she also writes a lot about her country of heritage, which is, of course, Turkey. And that's what this book is about. This book has nothing to do with her immigrant status. It's all about Turkey. Um, it was really a really impressive book. I thought I'd never read anything by her yet, but I'm definitely going to read more books by the Shafak because I was very impressed. To be fair, it already started when I got the book out of the box because it looked like that, and look at how beautiful that cover is. Really nice, vibrant colors, looks intriguing. And it proved that the book is quite like that. It's a vibrant book, it's intriguing and intricate. Yeah, I'll get back to that later. So, first of all, the basics is called 10 Minutes and 38 Seconds in a Strange World. The author is Elif Shafak. It was released in 2019, so it's a very, very new book. It has 312 pages, which may seem long, but it really doesn't feel long. It doesn't feel long because the book is split in two parts, and each of the parts are split into tiny parts themselves. There are chapters, but within the chapters, there are parts again, and most parts will be only like 3 pages actually, and that makes it a super quick read. The book was shortlisted for a Booker Prize, and has already won some smaller prizes. And I think maybe it'll win more prizes actually, but it's only been out for so short that it hasn't been, well, people haven't been able to read it yet for these prizes, I guess, because it's only 2020 as I'm recording this. So who knows where this book is going to go. Let's talk about the content though. So, what is the book about? Well, it's about the memories of the life of a Turkish sex worker. The book starts finding the sex worker in a bin in Istanbul. She has just died, and she finds out that when you die, your brain stays alive for 10 minutes and 38 seconds. And during those 10 minutes and 38 seconds, she has memories of her life. You travel back to the village where she came from. You travel back to the lives of her parents. You travel back to the lives of her friends. So basically, you travel all over Turkey and you meet with all these people with their different backgrounds. Some of them very traditional, some of them very modern. Speaking of the friends, the second part of the book is all about the friends. Um, she has gathered quite a curious group of fans around her, containing, for instance, a transvestite. Oh, sorry, she's not a transvestite, she's transsexual actually because she had an operation. Um, Also, an old friend from the village who might get a crush on her, but is married now to someone else, so on and so forth. She has quite a curious group there. Um, but these friends are willing to go all the way for her, and that makes them true friends. And that's what the second part of the book is about. It also has to do with the fight for their rights, because most of the people in her group of friends are marginalized. They are sex workers, for instance, and people don't like to talk about them. They don't even like to be confronted with them. They're not even allowed to get a proper burial. And that's what the entire second part of the book is about. It sounds a bit depressing, I realize, but it really isn't. It's a really funny book. I actually laughed a couple of times. I was super entertained. It was quite, the second part has also got quite a lot of tension going on. So I really read that one really fast because I wanted to know, I wanted to find out what else is going to happen. So it's not nearly as depressing as it might sound from the summary. Why should you read this book? I think if you're interested in the Turkish world, the Arabic world, this book is a really good fit. It's a super new book, and I really like that about it as well. We're not talking about the days of yore and England and their countryside and cups of tea. No, we're talking about very modern British literature, which is far more worldly, I think, and far more on point for us readers here in 2020 and beyond. So I think that would be a good reason to read it. But mainly, I think it was a really vibrant and funny book. As I said, it's a super quick read because there's so many small parts in it. There are quite a few characters, but it didn't bug me because all of these characters get a face and all of them are painted very vividly by the author. And I think that's her great talent, that she manages to create really vivid and vibrant pictures of all of these places and people. Um, I really enjoyed it, as I said, and I really recommend this one for your list. Um, all right, on to another recommendation next time, and see you around. Bye bye.